Kim here. I am making my card for the CardzTV design team. And for this week, we're supposed to be making a card with butterflies. Now, when you get a chance, go on over to the CardzTV blog and you can see what all the design team has made. Now, I'm using the Many Thanks card stamp set and also the Sizzix die and stamp set that's got butterflies on it. There's 3 different sizes. Now here I'm just stamping them out, putting a little pad under there. It makes a clearer stamp, or clear, or it just stamps better. How's that? And there's a large, a medium, and a small. This is just regular cardstock. Probably from Recollections, about a 65-pound weight. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is coloring, painting with my Pearl-Ex. And the 2 colors that I'll be using are the bright yellow and the true blue, which looks purple. So I'm not sure why they call it true blue. I'm just going to go ahead and wet my acrylic block there and add the Pearl-Ex to it, and then paint right on that butterfly. I'm not going to be concerned about staying inside the lines because I will be die cutting those. Now, when you're all done with the Pearl-Ex and it dries, it's almost, oh gosh, not, it's like translucent purple. It's kind of sparkly. I do love these, and I haven't used these in a long time. I forget about them because I have them tucked away in a container in one of my storage cabinets. But for some reason I thought about using those today, so then I'm going to go ahead and use the yellow color. Now, I'm not going to put those away because I'm going to be doing something else with them as well. The Memento black ink works very well. It doesn't smear on this. And the more the better. That is if you want that Pearl-Ex to have a real bright tone to it. Okay, now I've got this black piece of cardstock that's 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to paint with that Pearl-Ex in the middle section of it. And I'm using the yellow and the purple, and it doesn't matter that I'm mixing them up. Now, I did have a little bit too much water, and it's making the cardstock bend. But in the end, after it dries, it did flatten out on the card, or the white card base. All right, I'm going to push all that aside and show you, this is a Darice embossing folder, and it's called Large Daisy. And I'm going to go ahead and use some mustard seed distress ink, and I'm going to color those flowers in. These are just little blending pens. I got these at Michael's. I was thinking about using my finger dauber, but the petals are just a little bit too big. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause here in just a minute and finish up the card and then come back. Not finish up the card, but finish up this layer. I'm just coloring the petals in there, kind of getting it wet. Distress ink does blend better if it's got a little bit of moisture to it. And I'm starting out really light, and then I'm going back in towards the middle of the petal and giving it a little bit of a highlight there. Now in this process, I'm thinking, oh, I sure hope I'm not ruining my distress ink. But I did not. I've never done this before. This is a new technique for me. Alright, so let me finish up the petals, and I'll be back and show you the finished product in just a minute. So here it is. Beautiful, right? So pretty. Now I also want to do a green middle, and I used peeled paint for this, and that blending pen again. Just need to get a little bit wet. And my daisies have to have a green center. Not sure why. You know, this could have had a black center because there was some black undertones, you know, with the black layer and the black stamp part on the butterflies and that kind of thing. But I was feeling the green here, so I went ahead and did the green. And you notice that every once in a while I'll dip that blending tool into the water, and what it does is just reactivates the ink, and you can lighten it up in some areas and or keep it dark. I'm just cleaning off the blending tool, getting all that aside. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut the butterflies, and I'll be back with that. So there's the butterflies. And then I also decided that this base or this layer of this card needed a little bit of purple in it. So I'm just trying to find some spots that I didn't color in with the yellow. I didn't want to put too much in here because the purple is really popping, and that was not my intention. I just felt like it needed a little bit of color, or a little bit of the purple color. And some of it's lighter, some of it's darker. Just enough, but not too much, and that's Concord grape. Put some of it in the middle, and I put some of it on the extra leaves. And I'm going to die cut these 3 butterflies from this layer of card using my post-it note tape, and I'll be back. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop those out, and I'm going to set those aside. By the way, those are very pretty. I'm thinking I could possibly use those for another card. And all 3 of them are out. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the card together. First, I'm going to go ahead and glue on that black layer that's been painted with the Pearl X. And it's still not quite dry. So I struggle with it a little bit trying to get it to stay down. But once the glue starts drying, and I do press it down a couple times, well, more than a couple. Okay, I admit it, more than a couple. Then it does end up being completely flat. I could have used adhesive tape. Maybe that would have worked better. Trying to get the Pearl X powder off my fingers there. Now I'm going to lay this layer right on top of there, and that's a 3 3/4 by 5. Because I wanted a little bit of that black to show out of that layer there, but not too much. Just kind of give it a shadow or a frame. Got a little bit of glue that's out there. We're just going to wipe that down and making sure that that layer stays on there nice. Alright, so then I'm going to take my butterflies with a little bit of foam adhesive, and I'm going to make the wings bend up a little bit. Now, once you put these inside an envelope, the wings will flatten out, but you can still see the effect. And pop that up just like that. Now I'm noticing here in this video you really can't see it, but underneath you can see the Pearl X on the black, the really pretty yellow and the purple. If you wanted to go back and put some more on there now that the card is finished, just to give it a little bit more color and character, you could certainly do that. And the last one. That little one is a little cutie. Alright, that's the sentiment. And the sentiment says, "Your kindness touched my heart." And I just cut it on white and then layered it on the black. And then I took one of my blending pens, my yellow ones, and I just did it around the white of the edge of that. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.